Look, now if y'all see that we divorced, that's the reason right there.
That's the reason. That's the reason. You already got your explanation. A lot of people claim that they're good, but I'm like, you texting too much. There's too many words. You're explaining too much for you to say that you're not, like, you're good.
Yeah.
Which tells me you might not fully be good.
Yes. Like, well, and Keisha gonna be telling you, girl, you need to go ahead and leave him because he got you in that Prius. Girl, look.
Welcome to another episode of Real Cozy Talks. I'm your co-host, Ty. To my right, my co-host, Nella, and my lovely wife. And we're here to bring you real topics, real views, and real cozy vibes. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure that you share this video. And please make sure you like and comment. And also, be sure to follow us on all of our channels, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram as well.
Real Cozy Talks across all platforms.
Across all platforms.
Don't want to miss it because we got that short form content for y'all too.
What we sipping on tonight though?
So we got Freshenette again, 0 alcohol wine, but this time we have I guess it's supposed to be like a rosé type of thing. So yeah, let's taste.
Cheers to episode 10.
Woo woo.
Woo woo. 10, right?
This one is really good.
This is removed alcohol.
Alcohol removed wine. This one's good, right?
Yeah, this one bust.
This one is really good. Like the other one was pretty decent. They both taste better than that free.
They both taste better than free, but like this one is. This one gives the impression of alcohol in it.
This one's good.
And rosés are usually like, a little on the bitter side.
They're normally at the bottom of our list, but summer rosés are good though. But that's besides the point. I like that one. Freshenette. Try her.
Yeah, that's good. Right.
All right. So, I got to ask. I got to ask. How are you feeling this week? What's new? What's going on? Don't be mocking me.
Doing great, man. Doing excellent. Jaden had his little check-in this week, which was cool. It's just funny because he be trying to turn it on and off.
Talking about that, how he cuts up at home versus at school.
Acting. Yes, yeah. He be cutting it on and off, and but just seeing him, mimic some of the things that she was telling him to do, and seeing some of his other classmates interact with him in that way, I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah,
this is what he needs.
Yeah.
So
he wasn't acting like how he acts at home when you went.
Absolutely not.
I don't know if it's just us, but at home, the little one, he all over the place. But I guess that's where he feels safe, right? So he's like, I can show my tail up in this house.
Yeah, pretty much. But, like I tell people, I'd rather it be at the house than in public.
No, facts. Because some people have the opposite where the kids cut up outside. So let's be grateful for that.
Facts. What about you though? What's going on?
I got my nails did. I have not gotten my nails done. First of all, the last set I had them things, child, they needed to be done, okay? And then I just started polishing them on my own.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about me. I've been getting my nails done since 6th grade. I have taken like a couple of breaks, but just because I want to rest my nails. But I could not get them done because life was lifing so bad. So if you ever want to know if I'm down bad in life, look at my nails. Look at my nails. Full reflection of where I am in life.
Dang.
It's either I'm busy, and even that don't stop me from getting my nails done, or I'm down bad, and your girl was down bad. Nails was chipped, looking crazy. But I'm back. Okay?
You back. In full effect.
Get into the almond shaped French tip.
Well, that's good and awesome. Well, I'm happy about your nails.
Are you?
I really am.
You like them?
Yeah, it makes you feel fulfilled, complete. Yeah,
makes me feel like that girl. Makes me feel like money.
Well, tonight we're gonna have a productive conversation about gender roles.
Yes, a productive one.
Productive. We're not gonna be bickering and going at each other.
Yes, this is to kind of combat the conversations that tend to take place surrounding gender roles, because I feel like, my God, every time I open a social media app, it's just people going off about men should do this, women should do that. It's just like, come on, y'all not tired?
No, because I the way I see it is, I think if there was like an actual solution, which I think there it is, the world wouldn't be like a happy place. I think people like to have things to talk about like this. They like to argue.
That's
like
draining as hell.
It's extremely draining. But my thing is this notion of, either side wanting traditional things, but also want the modern things for themselves. Just doesn't mix. It's oil and water to me. It's like, okay, I understand that, women like chivalry, right? It's a traditional thing. And, they want to be courted by their men. But then at the same time, you have some women that feel as though men are in the way of them, like, being bosses and stuff like that. Like, you ain't gonna have me in the kitchen. So, like, you're asking for traditional things, but then you don't want, you want traditional things, but you're saying sometimes that he doesn't want traditional things, or like vice versa, which is what I see a lot.
So give me an example of what you mean. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking you're saying women would be like, I think that's what you're saying. Like, I want a man to pay all the bills, pump my gas, mainly the bills conversation, but then turn around, don't cook,
right?
Don't clean, don't do any of the traditional womanly things, but want the men to do the traditional man things, is what you're saying.
Exactly. And it just doesn't make any sense, especially for men. Because what women also want, and I understand this to a degree, they want men that are good with their hands. It's like
a handyman.
A handyman. So for example, let's say the light broke, right? Well, to me, how I operate is I'll try to fix it.
Right.
If I can't, then somebody gotta come fix this. Either way, it's getting handled. You get what I'm saying? But some women see it as, no, you didn't handle that, which means my dad would have fixed it. Yeah, but I'm not your father though. And it's still getting handled, like whether it's getting paid for or I'm doing it, regardless of. So I feel though, in my role as a man, that he's taking care of that. Because
so I guess to some degree you do feel like gender roles, I guess, still are in relation. I mean, obviously they are to some degree, but
yes, because I mean, let's be honest. There are things that men can do that women, not that they can't. It's just that not better than a man. And there's things that women do that men cannot do. So when you separate that, the in between stuff can be hashed out couple to couple.
Right. And I think that that's my biggest thing about this whole conversation and back and forth. It's about what works for the couple. Like, why are y'all sitting up here arguing about what a man should or shouldn't do, what a woman should or shouldn't do, when every relationship is different? I think that's the part that annoys me. Like, why are we're not really arguing about this?
Yeah, we're not. I think some of it, again,
that's not how we spend in our lunch break.
That's not. Some of it is social media, but then some of it is what we saw in our household as kids.
Yeah.
You'll have, like I said, you'll have guys that be like, well, dang, my dad worked 3 jobs. If I ain't out here working 3 jobs or 2 jobs, then am I really doing enough? Because that's what I've seen the men do in my life. You have the women where it's like, okay, the women will cook or they'll clean or, just take care of the kids. Well, if you've seen that growing up, more than likely you're going to do that. Right. But then on the flip side, with you doing that, you also feel like, man, no, I seen my father do this, and you ain't doing this.
Right.
So I don't know how to deal with this.
Right.
Whereas it's just you two. This is that your mother and your father had their own issues and own problems that they work together on. This is your household.
Right. So essentially, both parties in a singular relationship need to figure out what works best for them, opposed to going by, oh, what your mom always did. Not saying that those things are not valid, right? Because I've learned from, like, my dad has instilled like a lot of things in my brain as far as like what kind of man I should have and all that. And I think it helped me pick you as a partner. To be like, okay, I see these things. This is what my dad says is a good quality. So those things kind of do, whether we, try to dismiss them or not, they kind of do trickle over into your relationship.
Right.
But I think when it comes down to the functionality of it, there is some conversation warranted to figure out what you want in your relationship versus what everyone says that they want. As far as gender roles, honey, I think the bills one really sticks out because I think that's the most talked about thing. It is 2024.
Yes.
And I feel like we are going by a standard from 50 years ago where the man could work off his little salary and afford a home and, pay for the groceries, and the moms could more afford to stay at home and take care of the kids and do all the cleaning and stuff.
Right.
I feel like people are living in the past as far as expectations. I'm not saying, because if it works for you, baby girl, it works for you. If you want a man that takes care of everything, I think that's beautiful if you find him and that's your desire. But when you start looking down on other people where two people contribute to one household, now it's just like, girl, mind your business. Because first of all, I just smelled $100 just breathing.
You're lying.
Just breathing.
It's
okay.
expensive out there, yo.
Yeah, it is. It's very expensive. So that is the part of the conversation that I'll be like, girl, it's 2024. Outside is high. Like, there's nothing wrong with you working. Now, if your man's okay with that, fine. But it'd be like, you want X, Y, and Z. You want him to do this. You want him to do that. But you don't want to do the things that are expected. That's crazy. I feel like I don't even want to say the couple because you know this person. But for an example, we know a couple where the guy took care of like a lot of the things. And that's what she wanted. She felt like, I need to be wined and I need to be dined and all those things are true because I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I like being treated nicely by my man. But she's like, I shouldn't be paying that many bills. I shouldn't be doing this. You need to be buying me gifts. I need this bag and
Chanel.
that. Yeah, she needs all those things. But when she don't cook, she doesn't clean, barely takes care of the kids. It's just like, you can't demand all those things and then you're not holding them up. If you're going to be traditional, be consistent.
Right, exactly.
Be consistent.
Exactly.
Be consistent. Listen, I'm not going to hold you, okay? We kind of touched on this last week. There are some things that as a woman that I don't want to do. Am I saying I won't do them? No. But taking out trash, cutting the grass, pumping the gas.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Not to cut you off, there are some things that just feel womanly and manly.
Mm-hmm.
That just feel like it. You just like nature. It just
feels natural.
It just feels natural. So it's like, okay. Because like I said, if there's a leak in the house, there are women that actually like to fix things like that. That's why I'm like, I'm not knocking it. There are plenty of women that build things and do stuff like that. But just naturally, it just feels like, okay, I need to take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just do. I don't know. Like,
so do you think a part of it, like part of the things that are expected by us is not only taught, but just also in our DNA too? Because for me, one of the things, like, I think you're a great dad, but I'm like, if one of those kids are hurt or crying, I'm gonna jump up first.
Right.
Like, when it comes to certain things that they need, I'm gonna jump up and do it first, just because I just feel like, well, I'm the mom.
Yeah, you're the mom, you're the nurturer.
Yeah, and it's just like, you do a good job of nurturing and all that, but I just feel like it hits different. Like, when they bump their toe, they're coming to me.
Exactly.
They're coming to me for a hug.
That's why they stay up under you.
Uh-huh. So I think there are some things that by nature we do. Is there anything in our relationship that you just feel like is unfair because we do kind of do some traditional things, but then again, we do what works for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Not really. There's nothing I walk around thinking about like, man, why don't you just?
Mhm.
I don't think about it. It's more so like, okay, if it gets done, it gets done. Like, you know, it's two people living here. If I make a mess, I don't expect you to go clean it up because that's what
A woman's supposed
a
to
woman's
do.
supposed to be doing or something, you know. So I'm just walking around here being a slob. No,
Some guys are like that.
yeah, I know. There's a lot of guys like that. You know, so I don't necessarily think about any of those things. It's like, okay, it need to be done, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you was touching on financial earlier, there are some guys out here that they are headstrong in terms of, oh, my woman doing nothing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she ain't doing nothing. You less of a man if you got your woman out here doing stuff. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But again, he's coming from what he's seen,
Mm-hmm.
what he's taught,
Yeah.
what he feels in his DNA.
Right. And that's okay as long as the woman is okay with that.
Right.
Because some people are totally fine with he pays all the bills, so I'm washing drawers. I am
Right.
cooking dinner every single day. I am running the kids to and from practice. And there are some guys, especially some older guys, that just feel like I will not lift a finger. Like they will not lift a finger. They just feel like this is your job.
Yeah, 100%. Which, like I said, to each his own. But you, even in those environments, you'll still have women that say, "Okay, that's cool. I don't mind that, but I don't want to be capped off in my productivity and in my career and what I want to do." Like, I
Yeah.
feel like if that's what she want to do, she should be. I don't want to use the word allowed, but it's like everybody's an individual. How are you going to tell somebody what they're not going to do?
Right. I know.
How are you going to do that? You don't. I don't own. No one owns anyone.
Right.
There's respect and boundaries, but nobody owns anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But,
And I like
yeah.
that you don't be trying to act like you own me. Like you do a really good job of supporting like all the things I set out to accomplish. And I appreciate that because it could be different.
Yeah, it could be different, but it doesn't have to be. And that's the thing. That's why people like to be combative sometimes. Like, it doesn't have to be. Sometimes you have to swallow your pride and you're going to be like, all right, this is crazy. Let's really do what works for us. And that works for you. And it sounds like you're not going to let it go. Cool. Now I have to check myself because I don't feel as strongly about it as you do. Let me recollect my thoughts and check myself about it. And then vice versa or whatever. But yeah, man, like you said, that financial thing is a big one.
I think it's like the biggest one.
That's a big one because it's like when it comes to money.
How do you feel about like, okay, since we talking about the financial piece, like a woman treating her man?
Yeah, if she wants to treat him, then I don't see the problem in that. There was a story a while ago I've read like on, well, not necessarily a story, but just like a post where this guy couldn't necessarily afford hockey tickets,
Mm-hmm.
and he's never been to a hockey game,
Mm-hmm.
and she picked up on that and she bought it for him. She's like, "Here, we're going to the hockey game." He was pissed
Why was he pissed?
because he felt like that's what he was supposed to be doing.
Sir, see, we would have broke up. We would have broke up immediately. Like, you sound dumb. You've been wanting these tickets. Obviously, you're too poor to get them. So I got them for you.
No, that's but
Not too poor. I,
I get- yeah,
apologize.
I get
but I'm
what you-
just
I get
saying,
what you're saying,
too
yeah.
broke at the moment
at the moment,
to get them. And you mad that I got them? Like, no.
that's that pride.
We breaking up.
That's that pride.
Because that to me shows that you're not secure in yourself.
I'm
But I
choosing.
don't care. You still need to, you can be working on yourself to get your money up and all that. At the end of the day, you're going to be in different, most of the time people experience different financial levels in life.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a hard time. Sometimes it's a great time. You can go from great to not so great. You never know. But it's just like, sir, I don't care what place you are. I need for you to be more together on the inside. Like, your ego should not be that big to where I can't give you something.
Right, like this is a small thing, but when you got the her tickets, because I talked about her all the time, and you got the her tickets, but then like when we got there, what I didn't know is we were going backstage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
I didn't tell you
yeah.
that.
Like, you didn't tell me that. I'm like,
Yeah. You like that?
I like back go see her, but I was giddy about that, because I already know she was a vibe, but I ain't about to be tripping. Like, what? That means you paying attention and you listening, in a sense. So
you appreciated the
yeah, I was
the
digging.
little gesture. See?
Yeah, I was digging that. That was cool. I don't be. Yeah.
You liked it. You liked it. No.
So I think a big takeaway from this conversation is that do what works for you.
Do what works for you. Don't get up here on Beyonce's internet arguing with somebody about what a man should be doing. Especially when you ain't doing what a woman traditionally is supposed to be doing.
There you go.
Don't get up here on Beyonce's internet arguing about that, because that makes no sense. And at the end of the day, relationship by relationship, every relationship is different. Do what works for you. If your little friend operates on her household differently than you, then that might work for her. It's okay.
Yeah, you gotta think for yourself too. Don't be
Listen.
Don't be letting it in your ear.
Yes, because your little friends can get in your ear about it. They can start feeling like, oh, he's supposed to be doing this, and you can feel like, well, because some girls do that.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
Keisha's man bought her a Range Rover. Where's my Range Rover, ma'am?
When you know like your financial situation or anything, like where'd that come from?
Right.
And that's why you look crazy. Like what?
Yes. Like, well, and Keisha gonna be telling you, girl, you need to go ahead and leave him because he got you in that Prius, girl. I will be happily. I don't have a Prius, but I would be happily driving in my Prius if you gifted me one.
Right.
My man brought me my Prius. I'll be grateful for real, but I'm also not super materialistic, so that could be another thing. But that's besides the point. Don't let Keisha and them tell you what your man should or shouldn't be doing if it works for you and you're genuinely not pretending to be okay with it, but you're genuinely okay with it. Don't let Keisha tell you that.
And don't let Tyrone think you ain't good enough. Don't let him put it in your head like you ain't good enough.
Facts.
You are.
Exactly.
For sure. You are. So,
exactly.
Just, making sure that what works for you, and you pushing in that direction. Because the moment you start looking the other way, it's a wrap.
Don't let nobody get in your head. Real quick, before we let it go, I got to share how it's somebody that we know that will just always be like, you cooking for him? Did you cook his food? And I'm just like, no, he's actually cooking my food right now. Hope that's okay with you. I'm waiting for him to finish up dinner. Like,
tradition though.
It's that traditional
that
old
tradition.
thing. That thing bothers me so much. Like, don't ask me that. No, especially because I take pride in like trying to make sure everything's together in the house, even though it can be really hard and really busy to keep up in the way I want. That's big to me.
Yeah, for sure.
To like make my kids and my husband feel like, okay, look at my mama, look at my wife, making sure the house is clean and dinner's cooked and all that. So don't do that.
Right.
I deserve a day of rest too. Next. It's time to move on. So, hot topics. Okay, boom. The first fully autonomous AI restaurant opened in California, child. So they flipping the burgers, they're cooking the food, serving you the food. They have machines and all that set up. You can go in there, order your food. Like, there are no humans. It's just that.
It's coming, yo. It's coming. Listen, there was one overseas somewhere, I can't remember, but it was a McDonald's that's fully AI driven. No one is there.
That's really
There was
weird.
like two people there actually just managing the AI spots to make sure that it's doing what it's doing. But
at this one, I don't think anyone works there. Like, it says it's the world's first fully autonomous. So
that's scary, man.
It is. I'm honestly, every time I read like a news article or something, I get more and more scared.
Yeah, that's next level. This is real. Like, this is happening. And I don't know what it's going to look like in 50 years, but forget 50. We talking about 10 years. Like, what is it going to look like in 10 years?
Child, we need to hurry up and pay off this house.
We need to hurry up and do something.
We ain't going to have no jobs. Look, I'm gonna have to go back to the hospital. That's about the only thing that's certain, ain't it?
Oh yeah, it's about the
Healthcare.
yeah, but I mean, hell, like look, now they got robotic. They got listen, they got people performing surgeries that ain't even there.
But still, someone has to do it though.
Someone has to do
Someone's
it.
still behind it though, and someone has to be there to stop the bleeding and hold things open. And
No, you're right. Like I think, yeah, you can't that needs a human connection. That kind of stuff needs human connection. There's no way you're gonna put an AI bot inside of a hospital and be like, what? And have patience. That doesn't make any sense. But in terms of this restaurant, there are plenty more coming.
I think so too. But I think as people, I do think maybe at some point people are gonna be like, I'm not supporting this. Like people are gonna, if it gets so bad, I think people are gonna boycott all these things.
But what if that's what they want us to do so that they can really
Get us back to work.
maximize their powers?
Well, like boycott?
No, I'm talking about like the people. I don't want to give them a name because they might be listening.
The powers that be?
The powers that be.
You think they want us to riot?
I think, what if they want us to like collapse and boycott so that they can then maximize what it is they really want us to do? Like in terms of whatever technology they have, whatever it is to get us in line. Because there are certain countries like that to where
Just manipulation, you mean?
manipulation is like they shutting down grocery stores and stuff like that. It was like a couple years ago. I think it was Venezuela. And they were boycotting because there was something about the grocery stores. I can't remember. But it's a dictatorship country, I believe. And it was crazy what was going on. But I was just thinking to myself, like, man, if that was in America,
Child.
especially with like, but they couldn't do that because of certain laws that we do have here. And now you got all these people that are gun owners. That's getting beside the point. But the point I'm really trying to make is you start putting AI in everything, you're going to cause another January 6th in some capacity.
Yeah. Yeah.
In some capacity, you are. You
Look,
already.
they're going to mess around and unite everybody.
I'm telling you.
They're going to mess around and unite everybody. They're going to be like, no more Democrats, no more Republicans. They're going to really be like, we are one. Now race really doesn't matter.
Nah, it really doesn't matter.
Moving on. Child, American Airlines is raising the cost of their luggage for you to check your bags from $30 to $40. What is happening outside?
Hey, listen, it's real. The economy is not playing.
Now, do you see why, girl, it's okay to have a job? It's like, I'm just joking, girl. If you don't want to work, you don't have to. Let me mind my relationship business because I'm working. I got to work, We both need.
Listen, it's real. Because in my mind, I'm like, boy, it's real outside. You raising it to $40. Outside. They did the math and everything. We just raised this $10 more. We can break even on our bills. We can break even on our bills.
It's sick.
And they're going to pay it.
But the thing, well, I know I'm going to pay it because I'm going to be right there. 12D.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like, they know that people are going to pay it anyways. I'm surprised, to be honest with you. I'm surprised they didn't bump it up higher a long time ago.
Some airlines have it higher. Like they'll have cheaper flights, but then it'll be higher. But American, y'all need to stop playing, okay? Because we be flying y'all sometimes.
Facts.
And y'all need to stop. Because that's $10 I could have spent at Starbucks.
Yeah, a sandwich or something.
That's my pre-airplane snack money. Now here y'all go.
And that'd be like what? $7 for like that'd be expensive.
$7 for a half a bagel.
$4 for some gum.
Look, before we get on that plane, we already spent a good $50, $60.
It's crazy.
It is. It's very sick. I'm packing snacks for this next trip.
The water be high.
I'm packing snacks. Now we can't pack the water, but the only thing we're buying is water. Period.
Water and raisins.
Child. I can't. Okay, boom. Next. Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, and Longley partnered with Australia's National Basketball League to share an in-depth first-hand account of Michael Jordan's championship dynasty. So the tour is called the No Bullshit Tour or something like that.
The No Bullshit Tour.
So I don't know. It was like a few years ago. I feel like it was during the pandemic.
It was during the pandemic when he released the
Michael Jordan released his little 6-part
10-part Last Dance.
It was 10 parts that we sat there and watched.
It was 10 episodes.
Jesus Christ.
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, he released his maybe Brady's was 6. I don't know. Mixing up these numbers. It was Brady's that was 6. Okay. See, you not be keeping up. But he released that little 10-part documentary. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. It's really good. To me, it was. I love documentaries though. But he released that, and I guess some people were not very pleased with how they were portrayed or the story in which Michael Jordan, rest in peace. Michael Jordan shared thoughts. You buying a ticket?
At first, I thought that Scottie Pippen was just complaining because he was the only one I was hearing at first that was just out loud about it. You know, like, Michael, forget this. But then I started hearing other players.
Yeah.
Even like before this, I just started hearing some chatter about it. And I'm like, okay, I get it, right? And everybody already knows that Michael is, I guess, can be an asshole. Mm-hmm. You know, listen, it's lucky for him. The real side note, it's lucky for him. Social media was not around during his time.
Honey.
My God. But that's besides the point.
He is very lucky. I think his gambling would have been like more highlighted. They already highlighted.
Yeah, but it would have been like, it would, see, and listen, that's another thing. How much of that, well, to me, not that he had to like truly highlight that, but I am interested to see what they're going to say. Because while, yes, he was very hard to play with, it's like, he did get y'all some rings that come with a cost. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't trade them rings in for nothing. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that it excuses his actions towards them. But like I said, at first when Scottie was talking, I'm like, okay, Scottie, you just be a little bitter. You were immature then with how you were acting, pouting and everything. But now you got Horace Grant and Luke Longley with it.
Yeah.
The Australian tour.
Why Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, child, if they was over here, I would have bought tickets front row.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me the tea. What really happened?
What's
your side of the story?
We going to Australia.
Shit, we can do that. What is it?
I forgot when it began.
We need to look that up. We might can chugga.
I know something.
Over there to Australia, child. Okay, boom. Student loans forgiveness. Let's talk about it. Joe Biden.
Let's talk about it.
Joe Biden announced cancellation of an additional $1.2 billion loan forgiveness for student loans, and that's going to impact 150 or more than 150 people. So basically, if you enroll in the SAVE plan, which is that new plan they have, and you borrow less than $12,000 and have been paying for 10 years, he's going to forgive your balance. My thing is this, Biden, who borrowed less than $12,000?
That's what I was about to say. That's not money. In terms of student loans, that's not money.
That's like a semester for some.
Facts.
Who borrowed less than $12,000, Biden? Tell me. I don't know a single person that borrowed less than $12,000. Or maybe we're just the poorest. Maybe we're just the poorest,
Real quick. That's just like when they said in New York, if you're a household that make less than $100,000, you go to school for free. Who the hell in New York makes less than $100,000?
That's what I'm saying. Listen, and there's some schools here that offer that. I think maybe like Duke. There's maybe like less than 150 or something like that. Carolina. Look, I don't know what we got to do to make something shake by the time these kids get ready to go to school.
You better get some scholarships or something.
Listen. Look, that's why people be getting divorced. Some people get divorced for stuff like that.
Facts. That's a fact.
What you think? Cut back on some jobs. Cut back on some work.
Cut back.
Look.
Put one person down.
Separate for a little bit. Remarry. Oh, we decided to make it work again. Soon as the last kid graduate, we've decided to rekindle.
Hey, like we said earlier, do what works for you. You do what works for your relationship.
Look, now if y'all see that we divorced, that's the reason right there.
That's the reason. That's the reason. You already got your explanation. But Biden, I am disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Kamala Harris, what are you doing?
Don't say that. It's about as far as student loans.
As far as student loans, I mean, when they was up there, it's like, oh yeah, yo, our student loans about to get paid.
Look. In fairness,
HBCU.
no, they definitely. I feel like they should have just kept that out the conversation. I will say this. I will give credit where credit is due. Okay, because I know that they do more than what people are saying. Like when you really look at it, even with the student loan forgiveness, like they're doing a really good thing with forgiving people student loans and all that.
They are. I'm being selfish.
However, it don't apply to me, so
It don't apply to me.
I'm mad.
Yeah, exactly. You give it and you take it away, and
They sure took it away.
Them people was fighting that thing too. Man, no, we had to pay ours.
Mm-hmm.
We had to pay.
Yeah, y'all need to pay y'all fair share. We need to pay our fair share as high, is what the people are saying. I don't care. Listen, y'all gonna get the minimum payment till
I'm telling you, I'm talking about the minimum.
Look, it's just something about paying off those student loans that I'm not here for. Like, I'm not saying, I mean, we obviously pay, but I am not finna be paying y'all $1,000.
To play devil's advocate, some people would say, you made the choice to go. You should pay. You made that choice.
Well, they sold me a dream.
You know it. Of course, because it's almost like, okay, let's think about it. You graduate high school. You have no plans. What the next plan? Go to college.
That's the pipeline that they made though.
That's what they said back in the day. Like high school was actually college in a sense. Like that was it. And then they felt like the men and the women didn't have enough. It was more so I think the men. I can't remember that part, but like they either weren't mature enough to do what they needed to do, or they found another way to like just make them have more schooling. That's when college like really came about in a sense, but for some.
Well, I think it was probably great at that time.
Right.
But with the way that the cost of college, can you imagine by the time our littlest one goes to college, what that's going to look like?
It's going to be insane, man. And it's like, again, like I was saying, you don't have any plans. It's like, what do? The other people opt to go to the military, ROTC to go to the military because it's like, okay, I'd rather do that than go to college. And then they come out and possibly have some of their college paid for. But then it's like, if you do have a plan, or you have somebody where you're inherited money or whatever the case may be, then it's easier for you to have other options.
Mm-hmm.
But for a lot of us, we don't got no options.
Listen.
So we have to go and get this piece of paper that seems like it's becoming to be more and more worthless these days.
I know. I will say, look, I can't come from my nursing degree. However, for the rest of the people whose degree doesn't have like such, I don't know, it's easy to get a job as a nurse, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the same for a lot of other degrees across the board. And I'm just like, that really sucks because people really thought I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing what they say I'm supposed to do. And y'all graduating making $15, $16, $20. I don't care which state you in. I don't think anybody should be getting paid $20 an hour.
They shouldn't.
I don't care if you're flipping burgers. With the way outside is high, no one should be making $20 an hour.
That's a fact.
If y'all are going to keep increasing the cost of every damn thing. I went to the grocery store the other day. I said, ain't no way. I felt, because you usually do the grocery shopping. And now that I'm doing it, I'm like, this not the receipts you used to bring in this house.
Nah,
am I doing it wrong?
Nah.
Because 2 years ago, when you used to grocery shop, $200 took us away.
It took you. It got us a lot.
2 years later,
You spend $200. Your cart looking
bare as hell, barely covering the bottom surface.
Facts.
Like, I don't know what the hell is going on.
All I know is outside is ghetto, and I ain't trying to pay these student loans, bro. I know I made a choice, but damn.
Babe, at the end of the day, we talking, but we still about to pay them off at the end of the day. That's like a part of our little plan.
No, of course. Listen.
I wish I could remove it from the plan, though. I don't want to pay it back. And I know that sounds very bad, but I don't want to pay it.
Boy, they was consistent with them messages across the pandemic, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, get ready. We about to open back up. I ain't forgot about you.
Got them emails. Your payments will resume in 2 months. Get ready for your payments to be automatically drafted. And sure enough, I didn't even have to go in there and click pay. That joint just cut right back on the auto pay. Same way it was before I left.
Oh God, they got them accounts up and running.
Up and running, ain't lose a damn. Look, all this hacking y'all doing. Why y'all not hacking the right things?
You're not. You're selfish. You're being selfish.
Yes, y'all sitting up here hacking pharmacies.
Hack them student loans.
Hack them student loans. Shoot.
Somebody, please.
Save us all.
Whatever happened to Anonymous?
I don't know where they been.
I don't know. I need to get to work.
They need to come back.
I need to get to work.
They really do. But anyway, moving on. It's time for
Apply that pressure.
Your mama or your wife?
What are you saying?
That's the question.
My mother or my... Oh, you mean... Oh, okay.
Just however way you feel to take it. Your mother or your wife?
Oh, my wife. I love my mother, but, my wife.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you share your you share your life with your wife. I mean, not to say you don't share it with your mother, but Mom did what she did. She raised a good man.
She did.
A good young man. So,
a good black man.
So yeah, now it's the wife.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Jesus, I wasn't even prepared. Okay, I'm ready.
I like that answer.
You like that answer?
I love you, mother-in-law. You know I love you, girl. If you're watching this, you know I love you, girl. It's just, it's just a part.
I love you, Mom. But
But he loved me more. It's like, no. Let me stop. Go ahead. Before she undaughter-in-law me.
Who is currently your celebrity crush and why?
Oh, celebrity crush. Oh my God. I don't know if I quite have one right now. Who's my celebrity crush? There gotta be someone I like.
I mean, it used to be Idris.
It used to be, but...
What's wrong with Idris? What do you do?
He ain't do nothing. I'm just not that into him anymore. I'm embarrassed to say who this is. I am so embarrassed to say. This was before he started really... This is, we kind of always been watching all the sports commentary and all that. So we're hip to all the analysts and everyone, athletes turned whatever. I'm embarrassed, but I told you this. I told you this before. That if I had a sugar daddy, it would be Shannon Sharp.
Oh, Shay. Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, I like him. He be saying some crazy stuff sometimes.
Yeah, he be saying some wild stuff, but I love it.
But I love Shannon Sharp. I'm like, oh, you'll be well, no, he seemed kind of cheap though. But if he was willing to, well, at least I know I'll be on the jet.
Yeah, he don't seem that cheap to me.
Yeah.
Well,
he be trying to act like it though.
Yeah, he be trying to act like it, but I take that back because when him and Stephen A, they were having a conversation, and I think it was Stephen A that was like, I need to be on my jet or something. I think it was him. I can't remember now.
He'll pay for a jet, but he don't seem like he spends on like he on a date for a first date. If I'm spending this amount of money, then what's the
No. I think he good. No, because I heard him. He was like, because he said in one of his shows, he was like, no, we good. He's like, money, we good. Like money, we good with that. I think it's more so with him. It's more so just like a trust thing because of the money. Like I know that's kind of like.
No, that makes sense.
That's his whole thing. It's like, I don't know, man. And that's why he has yet to like truly entertain somebody.
He probably too busy working. But if you're gonna leave me with the swipes, let me stop. I would not even be buying nothing. But no, I just think he's just not really.
You think about it.
I don't have to think long and hard. Even when I try to make my little wish list for bags, it's so hard. Like I want to like, I don't know. Listen, I'm not a big spender. You know that.
If you swipe that card 30 times in one day and there was not a dent, like you didn't even say nothing,
I'm not gonna keep doing it. Only because that's not my personality.
No,
Like
yeah,
honestly, I wouldn't even want to. Like I'm not saying I wouldn't take your card if you said go get something, but you would be like, "This what you bought?" I'd be like, "Yeah, this is what I bought." And if I was gonna get something that I considered expensive, like for me, a bag would probably be like 2,000-3,000. I don't have a wish list like, oh, I want a Birkin bag. I don't.
Yeah.
That'll be a fake desire.
Yeah.
But price points are normally 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I would ask first, like, are you okay if I get this bag? I've been really wanting it. Like, I don't know. I just wouldn't feel right with myself.
No, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Maybe I need to get into my little.
That's 30. Is that in your 30s talking? Because in your 20s might be different.
No. I don't ever want anyone to feel like I'm taking advantage of them or that I want them for their money. Because me personally, I'm just not one of them. And I know people like, oh, you're like, no. Your no amount of money that you have is going to make me truly fall for you. Unless I really made up my mind, like I'm about to just be a city girl, which would be really hard for me personally. I'm with you because I like you. Now, the money comes as a plus. The stability comes as a plus.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be something else with that for me. I'm not just going to be like, oh yeah, we're having sex because he has money. That's weird. I would not even be able to get aroused.
Got you.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, if that's what you do, then do that. I think it's cool for people who can do it. But for me, in my vagina, we need a little bit more.
Yeah. Got you. Okay.
Other than some money.
That makes sense, yeah.
Just saying. Okay, next question for you, Mr. Tyrell. What is one thing that is off limits for you in the bedroom? Now, I know you could think of like probably a couple things, but what's one thing that you like? Absolutely not. We are not doing that. That is not happening.
I mean, do I have to mention the obvious?
What is the obvious? What is the obvious? I didn't even have a thought as to what you would say.
Oh, okay. Well, two things. One, like, I love talk, but then like don't talk weird.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just say weird things.
Like I wouldn't put my nipples in your nostrils.
No, that's cool. But what I'm saying,
that's cool. How you reacting if I say that?
What I'm saying is that's cool, but just saying like just goofy. It's not even that it's goofy. It's more so like I don't want to impersonate.
You don't have to impersonate.
But you're just asking me questions where it's like, okay, for instance, you know how you heard like there have been guys, it'd be like, is it good? Yeah. Does it feel good?
Yeah.
Does it feel like you keep asking
just
stuff?
Shut
like, why
up.
do you keep asking me questions?
Shut up.
Stop asking me questions.
Please.
Like you know, do it in a way. I like how you do it. You know, you
okay now.
Yeah.
Next.
but like all fours and
gotcha.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and the
just
strap and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not here for that level of.
No, that's crazy. That's different. Listen, there are people that love it though. You know, no knocks to them. I don't even judge because people explore. They realize they love things that they didn't even like. They thought they'd never like. You know what I mean? But,
yeah.
Which, in my opinion, is as weird as it might be. I think it's cool because then you gotten over whatever fear you had of something.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's just more so.
You just good off it.
Yeah, I'm just good off that. I'm good off that. You can't be doing none of that, yo.
Gotcha. I don't blame you. I mean, I get that.
You know, you can run some things by me, but make sure you just,
run it by you. Run it by you first. Run all the things.
Yeah, you know.
If it's too crazy.
You'd be like, is this too crazy? Nah, bet.
Mm.
Would you rather be loved, respected, or admired?
Woo-wee. Admired is out. Don't really care about that. I am a sucker for love.
You'd rather be loved and respected.
Yeah, because I feel like with love, real love, there's some level of respect underneath that. If it's that real good love. To me, my definition of love, because you can't not respect me and love me. I don't know what kind of love that is, but you can't. You know what I mean?
It depends on your perspective, though, because
love. I'm a sucker for love. Love me, kiss me.
Got you. Yeah, okay.
Care for me. I love that. I love love. Make sure I'm good. Cuddle with me. Stimulate my mind. Stimulate my body. Give me some babies. All that.
Loved on.
Loved on 24/7.
Got you.
This one is not hard, at least not to me. What is your greatest joy in life?
Spending time with my family.
Oh.
You got to spend time with people, because being lonely out here, especially in today's time, it don't look like it's good out there. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you just start reading stuff and a lot of people claim that they're good, but I'm like, you texting too much. There's too many words. You're explaining too much for you to say that you're not, like, you're good.
Yeah.
Which tells me you might not fully be good. So, those people that, have families and have these relationships and friendships and all this, you gotta cherish them, because, like I said, we all get old. Lord willing, if we all see older age, a lot of your friends and your family members ain't gonna be around.
Yeah.
So,
That's true. That's a really good point. And I love that you said that. Further confirmation.
Yeah, not gonna be around. So
I did the right thing. I have been more, like, obviously always loved on my family, but the appreciation is just getting greater and greater. I just feel like life, when you get old, like, God, now I see why old people like God's willing. Yeah. God's willing, or always so grateful, because life changes so much and it can change so fast.
I'm talking about right now.
Yeah. So I cherish every moment. And honestly, even if something like crazy happens, I can always say, like, dang, I feel like I lived the life the best way I could. I had with the people I love, I can always feel in the back of my mind, like, I had all the experiences I wanted with them. I had the relationship I wanted with them. Can't be too mad. That's why I'm not too mad about, like, I'm sad about my dad, but at the same time, when I think of him, I always think of the good things first. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And, well, not to touch too much on that, but there are positives, like you say, you just pointed out, but there are positives in that as well. Because there is a chance, because some people don't get a chance to, have, what I mean?
Yeah, so, have those conversations and say your farewells and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I had that chance with my grandmother, and that was a good thing. It's like, okay, yeah, everybody spoke your piece, cool.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yep.
Like, it's still hard, but
yep.
Like, I feel like I've made peace, even though I be sad sometimes.
Yeah,
I still feel at peace. Sadly at peace, but at peace nonetheless.
For sure.
Yeah.
If you were elected president tomorrow, what's the first thing you're doing?
Forgiving student loans.
I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that.
I got you, girl. I got you. I'm wiping out student loans.
Boy, that'd be a hell of a task.
I'm wiping out. Second thing, Black people getting reparations.
Straight like that.
Black people getting reparations. That's number 2. All the other stuff, Congress and all y'all can figure that out. But I'm forgiving student loans and I'm stacking Black people. I don't even care. Ain't even gonna be no rules. So your family got to come from this. You Black? You Black?
You want to be Black?
Are you a little bit Black? Listen.
You'll be reelected just for that.
Here go your money. Take that.
That's a fact, yo. Boy.
Look. Shoot, I'm just saying. But yeah.
No, that's a fact though. Student loans, reparations.
Everything else, it's not even at top of mind right now. It's not. Student loans, reparations, and some more reparations on top of that.
It's crazy because
Black stimulus package.
when what's her name, Elizabeth, when she was running,
Mm-hmm.
and when is it Yang,
Mm-hmm.
when they were running,
Mm-hmm.
now they got dismissed early on because one was talking about billionaires paying taxes, and it was like, here, it makes sense. Here's a billionaire calculator. I did it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Look, people, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, girl, you are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Yang, he was talking about everybody in America
Could get like $1,000 a month or something
could get
like
like
that.
$2,000 in dividends
Yeah.
or something like that a month. Oh, you're doing too much.
Right.
That's not what America's about. Get out of here.
Honestly, we're not about that, and we would not survive if we didn't have this misbalance, this bitch batch
Yeah, you're right.
thing.
I mean, it's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
just
it
how
is.
we thrive.
That's just how
We're
yeah.
we're a what is it?
The capitalist
Economy. So
We thrive off
yeah,
capitalism.
that was a question on my citizenship test.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Mm-hmm. They look, you gonna know we a capitalist economy.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Look,
Better
but
act right.
yeah. But
You
anyway,
swear under oath. You do swear.
I had to swear under oath. Literally up in that place like this, swearing up under oath.
They got you recorded and everything.
If I need to fight for the country, got to fight for the country.
Mm.
Had to relinquish. I need to go back and try to get some dual citizenship. Had to relinquish my rights as a Jamaican.
Mm.
It was just very strange.
Yeah, you gotta get dual citizenship.
I do have to get dual citizenship. But yeah, good talk. Good talk. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Real Cozy Talks.
Woo, woo.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this our channel, and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
And share this video.
Mm-hmm.
Please share this video.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they took all the alcohol out here. What you think?
No, yes they did. This is just
I'm just sleepy.
maybe because they definitely. This is removed.
Mm.
This is sparkling wine. This is just
Cheers.
cheers. Peace.